I think he went to the wrong place. Go tell him. Sorry, Alvin. What? Yeah, where did you put it? I probably could have thrown it. Really burnt. So funny. I love her. She's hilarious. Okay, we should probably keep this right. Yes. Got this. Locking in. Alright, they're probably taking photos right now and doing all that stuff. Are my parents here? Oh, it was so funny. I was like getting ready to go to this, and I like look over and I'm like, talking to my parents, like, hey, let's go, let's go. And they're not ready at all. I'm like, okay, I'm driving myself. I'm going. Oh, I see you.
I just stowed my clothes away in my backpack,
That's good.
but I forgot shoes.
Oh, that's okay. Perfect. Oh, wait, can you guys take off the tape for a second? You guys, sit.
Pick a seat.
Pick a seat.
Any seat?
In the seat. I'm gonna be standing right the entire time, so. Please be seated. Mr. Manning, Mrs. Paulding, members of the faculty, parents, and students. Welcome to the 2025 NHS Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who've been selected by the Faculty Council of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognized program. Our chapter is proud to be inducting new members since 1945, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we present for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students, in addition to the strong academic records which established our eligibility for membership. Our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the B.W. Tinker chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the four qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch that guides us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter the power or resources that may exist within a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leaders are always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for us our individuality, our goodness. Without it, no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others, to be, rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise? Raise your right hand and repeat the pledge. Please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to my principles, for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the highest standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated. And now, as your name is called, please step forward onto the stage to receive your symbol of membership.
Lillian Kelly. Miss Richardson says, knowing Lily as a dynamic learner, it has been a delight to watch her constantly seeking new challenges and striving to expand her knowledge in anatomy and physiology. She treats her academics no differently than any other aspect of her life, with care, passion, dedication, and a good dose of humor to keep things in perspective. As a mentor, she is eager to support and guide others, ensuring they feel empowered to grow. Congratulations on this achievement, Lily. Min Che Claudine Kim. Miss Kroll states, Claudine is a dedicated student who brings a balance of cerebral excellence and warm empathy to all of her studies and relationships. Over the last 3 years, it has been an honor to watch her question the world and seek out her own answers. She is formulating her own worldview with intention and a characteristically methodical approach filled with research, reflection, and curiosity. The possibilities for her are endless. Matthew Kim. Dylan Harry states, Matthew is a disciplined and talented student athlete whose achievements at Freiburg Academy have been remarkable. Matthew takes each challenge in stride, earning the respect of peers and teachers for his work ethic, mature disposition, and humility. Thank you, Matthew, for serving as a role model in Hastings Storm and for all of the hard work that you have contributed to our community over the last 4 years.
Jisoo E. Mr. Sartori says, Jisoo embodies curiosity in learning. She examines the world around her and asks, how does this work? Why is it like this? And how can I make it better? Whether playing an instrument, building a robot, writing code, or leading a social group, Jisoo's kindness, educational maturity, and exceptional skill set will only continue to grow. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. Michael Malia. Mr. Turner says, Michael is relentless in his pursuit of excellence. A tireless worker, Michael has grown into a top student athlete and is a high-level, understated, culture-setting leader. He leads by example, with empathy and humility. Michael has an innate ability to raise the performance level of those around him, something few possess. Anya Stasiuk. Mr. Morse says, when I first met Anya, she was a quiet and nervous new student in a very challenging course. Over the year, I watched her grow in confidence, which allowed her to apply her brilliant mind to the course. It has been a pleasure to watch her grow into the fine young woman here tonight and know she will continue to thrive.
Haruki Takagi. Miss Watson says, Haruki truly excels in all 4 pillars of National Honor Society. He stands out for his passion and enthusiasm for learning, as well as his outstanding character and integrity. He is a valued member of our community, and he will be remembered well for his smile, his kindness, his work ethic, his academic excellence. Alexis Wentworth. Miss Murphy says, if you are lucky to work with Lexi, you will find yourself immersed in a world with a creative, compassionate, intelligent young person. I am so proud of Lexi and her individual accomplishments and how her work has created a space and future she should be proud of. Champlain is getting a wonderful young person and artist. Well done, Lexi. Elise Dunn. Mr. Witten says, Elise is intellectually busy. One would be excused to think she might have severe ADD. From taking international school trips to practice French with French boys, being multilingual, wanting to be the 4th female president, and getting to the bottom of every one of her questions, Elise's inherent curiosity is going to take her very far after she leaves the academy. Not only is she extremely inquisitive, she also checks her boxes and makes sure she completely understands the ins and outs of each historical event and concept. Her synthesis of American history and contemporary politics is rare for someone in high school. I suspect very little is going to stand in Elise's way in reaching her goals, except maybe raccoon-themed speed bumps. Aspen Hazelwood, Miss Murphy. It has been an immense pleasure being Aspen's advisor for the last 3 years. As Aspen moves into her senior year, it is an honor to support her as she grows into a courageous, curious, intelligent, and gifted student athlete and young leader. Aspen is a strong leader with a strong mind. The work she does throughout the community is inspiring. Well done, Aspen.
Abigail Lane. Miss Murphy says, first and foremost, Abigail Lane is the best ice cream scooper the MWV has ever seen. It is one of my summer highlights to see her working hard and being a great team leader at Trails End. Abby is a strong and focused young person. Her personal drive is a wonder, and her individual compassion and awareness are beyond years. I, Miss Murphy, am honored to be her advisor and am honored to present her with this award. Well done. Anton Liesnoy. Mr. Morse says, Anton is a brilliant young man who has enormous potential for the future. From his determining performance in the regional math league to his fascinating May-term math Olympiads class, Anton has demonstrated a deep understanding and love for math. It is fascinating to discuss complex math problems with him due to his ability to rapidly find ways to simplifying the problem and discover the fundamental questions being asked. I am confident Anton will go far in life. Nice, Anton. Rylan McBride. Mr. Mork says, tall and friendly with a goofy smile. Rylan always brings a cheerful attitude to any room he is in. As you get to know him better, you find a hardworking and intelligent young man who wants to learn and grow while still enjoying life. It has been a pleasure having Rylan as an advisee and student for the last few years, and I am sure he will continue to thrive.
Andrew Meyer. Mr. Witten says, it is the quiet ones you need to watch out for. Andrew convinced me he was Benny Harper for the first few days of class this fall, which in retrospect was a bold move to tell such a tall tale. Andrew has continued to try and maintain an unassuming profile in class, but that is hard to do when the work one produces is of extremely high quality. Andrew's curiosity constantly shows through his IT support demeanor, resulting in excellent research essays like the one he wrote analyzing the power of indigenous Comanche peoples in creating an empire across the American West during the 19th century that threatened the trajectory of manifest destiny. Such inquisitiveness, skill, and personality certainly make Andrew someone to watch out for post-academy. Congratulations. Arthur Osborne. Miss Paulding says, National Latin Exam Gold Medal, National Latin Exam Silver Medal, Junior Classical League Curtanen Trophies, Creative Arts Trophies, 2024 Spring Convention Second Place Medal in Overall Academic Sweeps. Arthur, you are so awesome. Diligent, helpful, and brilliant, Arthur fills people's lives with joy, whether on the musical theater stage, at concerts, or while rustic camping at convention. A recognition well-deserved. Ad Astra, Arthur, to the stars. Logan Smith. Miss Murphy says, Logan is an explorer, knowledge seeker, and curious individual. I have enjoyed watching and supporting Logan as she has navigated her passions and purpose. She is an exceptionally talented young person, and I am humbled to give her this honor. Congratulations. Pablo Chisbran. Pablo is admirably dedicated, Mr. Harry says, Pablo is admirably dedicated to his own personal growth, holding himself to a high standard of excellence in his academic pursuits while also engaging with his community through service and leadership. Importantly, Pablo's ambition is mediated by his humanism. I appreciate the way that his humor and relationship-focused attitude keeps things lighthearted, even when he and his peers may be outside of their comfort zones in my AP chemistry class. Congratulations, Pablo. Lilia Vishnikov. Mr. Sakash says, Lilia's focus and enthusiasm have a positive impact on every class and music ensemble she is a part of. Over the past few years, she has worked diligently to develop excellent technique, musicianship, and confidence in all of the varied styles of music she plays. She shines when working with student-led groups where her flexibility, listening skills, and friendly demeanor help to create a positive and productive rehearsal environment. These attributes carry over into all of Lilia's academic, athletic, and artistic pursuits. Congratulations, Lilia.
Mia Abarca. Ms. Chappell says, since the start of her freshman year, Mia has excelled academically and has become a valuable member of our school and local community. She carries herself with confidence, positivity, kindness, and purpose, which is demonstrated in her club participation and volunteer work. She strives to be her best and inspires others to do the same. Not only does she have an amazing work ethic, but she is self-driven and determined to make her mark in this world. She serves as a role model from her peers and has a character that will bring her far. Congratulations, Mia. You deserve this recognition. Mia's pin came from her grandmother. Kaylee Kleins. Miss Murphy says, it is my absolute pleasure to present Kaylee, the vivacious student, purposeful sophomore, class president, and passionate athlete, this honor. I have been proud to work with and alongside Kaylee as a student leader. Kaylee's steadfastness and strong sense of intention has led her to be here today, and I am happy to say well done. Serena Danucci. Mr. Sakash says, as a student athlete, artist, musician, and dancer, Serena's fearlessness takes on a variety of challenges while contributing to her school and cultural communities. In each of these pursuits, she devotes herself fully, working to achieve the high standards she sets for herself. Throughout the stressful times of the school year, she maintains a positive and friendly style of working with friends and teachers, helping the groups she interacts with move towards their goals. This honor is well-deserved, Serena. Lexi Gagnon. Lexi's had remarkable growth as a student this year. She is dedicated to not only completing her assignments, but engaging in them meaningful, reflective, and productive ways. It is clear she loves to learn, and this makes her an ideal student and is a great predictor of her future development and success as a scholar. Well done, Lexi. That came from Mr. St. Pierre. Abram Grace. Ms. Woodward says, I had the privilege of teaching Abe in freshman English, where he quickly stood out as a quiet yet deeply engaged student. His quick wit and sharp listening skills meant that nothing ever got past him, and when he spoke, his insights were thoughtful and meaningful. A three-sport athlete and an active member of FA's Interact Club, Abe balances his academic dedication with a strong commitment to teamwork and giving back to the community. Always polite, respectful, and hardworking, he is not only an outstanding student, but most importantly, a truly kind human being, making him a deserving member of this esteemed society.
Abram Braley Sands. It is a delight to introduce Braley. She demonstrates excellence and respect in the classroom through her meticulous work and her collaboration with her classmates on projects and discussions. Braley is a motivated individual holding herself to high standards. She deeply cares about learning, always seeking ways to improve. Congratulations, Braley. Keep up the excellent work. Brennan Solsberg. Mr. Satori says, Brennan is an exceptional student, a fearless leader, a talented and competitive athlete, and a kind and thoughtful team contributor. And she's not even halfway through high school. In my limited time with her, she has already embodied and modeled the 4 NHS pillars in the classroom, helping the robotics team, working in IT, and in athletic training. Brennan gives 100% with no reciprocal expectations. Congratulations. Olivia Stacy. Mr. St. Pierre says, Olivia is a student of exceptional ability. She cares deeply about her learning and writes with the voice of someone far more mature. Her ability to reflect on literature and connect with sophisticated concepts is nothing short of remarkable, and are a testament to her continuing development as a scholar. Keep up the great work, Olivia. Mona Wilson. Mrs. Gianelli says, Mona is a thoughtful and reflective in completing her assignments and projects in environmental science and the Environmenthon Club. While showing her deep compassion and kindness towards others and our future on this planet, Mona understands how to pay kindness forward and is driven to excel in her studies while doing what she can do for others. Congratulations, Mona. And now please welcome Mr. O'Keefe, who will offer congratulatory remarks to the new members.
Good evening. You know, I just finished grading all of my students' speeches, so I better make this one good, or at least short. Scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Of these 4 pillars of the NHS, I find the word character most fascinating. In fact, my work as an English teacher revolves around characters. The word character can refer to a written symbol, such as the letters N, H, and S. The word character can also refer to a fictional person, such as Sir Lancelot. Or the word character can refer to a person's moral fiber. Or when someone is eccentric and has a lot of personality, we might say, well, they're a real character. Why do we use a single word to refer to such different things? If you've been in any of my classes, you know that when the opportunity to wax philosophical about etymology presents itself, I can't resist. So, here I go again. Like so many abstract words, the English word character has a concrete physical origin. It derives originally from the ancient Greek word charax, which means a pointed stake. In the ancient world, such pointed stakes were used as tools for engraving images, names, and written messages into gems, coins, stone slabs, and the like. The marks made by such an instrument were called characters. Over time, people began to use this word metaphorically in a non-physical sense, to refer not to marks in metal or stone, but marks on a person's soul. In the classical Greek view, your character is the unique imprint of your soul, inscribed by experience. Your life carves itself into you. This is why we say of difficult experiences that they build character. Of course, the development of character is not something that just happens to you. It is not merely a passive process. Through discipline and habit, we can take an active role in the cultivation of our characters, which is what has brought you students here today. In the ongoing work of our own character development, we can choose to be co-authors, just as you've done. Just as importantly, we help to shape other people's characters in addition to our own, often without realizing that we're doing so. And this happens mostly through the countless small and seemingly unimportant things that we do and say in our interactions every day. So much of this cooperative character development happens below the level of conscious awareness. We influence each other constantly, not only with our words and our actions, but with our very comportment, with our very presence. I think this is what Walt Whitman meant in his Song of the Open Road when he said, "I and mine do not convince by arguments, similes, or rhymes. We convince by our presence." The kind of person that you are can rub off on others, especially when you spend a lot of time around someone, as you do with your classmates and your teachers. In the process of education, we inevitably leave our marks on one another, not merely in the content that we teach and learn, but moreover and more fundamentally, in the ways that we show up for one another and in the kinds of people that we are. So, on that note, I'd like to acknowledge some of the ways that my students have left their mark on me. You have been some of my greatest teachers. Whether it's a brilliant question asked during a class discussion, a flash of insight in an essay, or simply a friendly thank you as you leave my classroom, you have challenged me and inspired me every single day. You have kept me humble, and you have kept me young. Your curiosity, your drive, your honesty, and your relentless hard work have shaped me into the teacher that I am, and I will be forever grateful for that. So to all of my students past, present, and future, and to all of the students being inducted into the National Honor Society tonight, I want to say something that I do not say often enough. Thank you. Your actions are your charax, and the hearts and minds of your fellow human beings are your stone slab. As you go forward from this day, I hope you never underestimate your power to change a person's life, because you've already done it. Thank you.
I'd like to thank our advisor, Mrs. Paulding, and the members of the Induction Ceremony Committee for their hard work in organizing this year's induction ceremony. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Thank you all for attending our NHS Induction Ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the lobby for a reception in their honor. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding for all our new National Honor Society members. Thank you. And now, will everyone please stand as our newest members of the National Honor Society recess.